Alright, let's see if... Let's see.
Stop. Now. It is time. Crisis. Death. You can be prepared. Make sure you have your fingers reflexively reach for the Villiers 9mm pistol in your pockets.
Then you'd better get ready. What?
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm. It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. This gun, Sunrise Parabellum, will be the only thing standing between you and the all-consuming nothingness that threatens to...
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Wow!
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach. There's something very wrong with him.
Shh.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet.
The Kypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street?
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful...
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man...
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this?
This third one, he is the most... The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take...
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
The Mercenary Tribunal. My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's pig fuck!
To your left, you hit...
We're gonna tear right through. I don't give it.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk.
With a wordless gurgle, the leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, the grip... Shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him. Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to... I don't know about this getting under his skin. What if he... Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have, then move down from that. please. Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
Yeah, I don't fucking act so well.
Wow.
Laylee had a hard-on for making faces for you natives. Fucking food. Sergeant Major Raul Cortiner, reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut.
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his arm click, click, click. A realization comes to you, like a picture puzzle coming together. No, probably foster brothers. Ellie.
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer. You're all sentenced to death by lead.
He sways from left to right, inspecting you.
He wasn't my fucking brother. We just grew up on the same farm and got beat into place by the same sick fuck. Same fucking mud hut town, too.
Okay, good.
Baby blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on it. It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, I don't know what bitches like. I just know how to mow down cloths. Fuck do you mean?
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic.
Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives. Shell, if Laylee was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one.
Ready to open fire.
This one isn't used to being suited this long. She's uncomfortable. We'll open fire just to hurry things along.
Our colonel did what he had to do. It was either one cunt.
In your ship pipes, run!
He likes to fire mortars at random coordinates.
He was a good commander.
Oh yeah, he would have commanded this fuckhell way better than I did. But that didn't happen. Fucking murdered him. Had him.
Listen, man.
Told us what? What did you say? Who? Lady.
We researched him. We contacted the ICP and looked at his birth records.
They fucking put Laylee in a leaf compactor.
There's real anguish in his voice.
It's a mindfuck, Corty. He wasn't put in a leaf compactor.
Open fire. We can't have that. Interfere.
Find his killer. Cop. His killer stands. I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam.
Big talk, but that leaf compactor won't leave his mind anytime soon. It's a small thing, but it got him off center. A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb from the explosion. The smoke drifts west with the wind. There is a hole in his cheek. Blood gushes out as he stumbles backward, eyes filled with rage. And to your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways. An Easter AR-FA-7, built for taking out light armored vehicles. It will devastate you. You leap left. A swarm of enemy lead passes mere millimeters from your side, tearing fabric off your coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks. The man tilts his head, trying to... Watch out! To your left.
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. 2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind. Oh God, watch out. You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises his pistol at you. Then he squeezes the look of vengeance. Here it comes. Death. You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the hardy.
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop! He's down!
Feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutch most of what's down there. It's all gone. No. It's just a fear. Even if... Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights.
You're bleeding out. Stay with me. Yes, keep talking. You hear me?
But you can't. A slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down. Scream immediately. He's gonna die. No, you scream. Behind there is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant, you hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound disappears, like someone.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door. Brava. You already... It's the
The fight? There is no fight. He's not and rotting and being disinfected and smelling of drugs and feeling saliva.
He can't go. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sound.
Hours turned to day. It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never stops. He owns.
That was awesome.
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
Sunrise, Parabellum. Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day. 2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse, and drink water. Yes, the joke wasn't funny anymore. I took it off.
The close proximity of death must have made the lieutenant contemplate his life choices. He's done with the jacket.
What happened? You shot the major in the face. A firefight ensued. Yes.
A blood-stained killer.
You're an officer of the RCM. As retaliation, the rifleman tried shooting you. He missed, or you dodged. Then I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. Glenn did not survive.
This is not the first person to die in his...
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives. Yes, he's still alive. You were bleeding out by then. I think you said you lied about being an amnesiac, and you warned me. I was able to disarm one of them, the Pole, before she got the jump on me.
Thank you.
I killed her. And that's what happened. This is the one.
He nods.
The Pole was the last to die. Everhart had their bodies returned to Connell for a funeral. Because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor in full lockdown. Maybe they are simply taking their time and... 4. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, and Angus. The fat one, he... all. Yes, officer. 7 people are dead. It's not a success. But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive, and we are still alive. Both of us.
His smoking, his hunched back.
Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. The outer side, thankfully, no major arteries were nicked. We will see.
You won't be able to dance much, that's for sure. You should be able to live with limping around, though.
No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean-Vic Mayer is his name. The asphalt vanishes under the wheels of the... Back to that shithole, he says.
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site. I'm sure they're worried about you. I did. No need. Not very. I have a Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see her Easy now.
Your balance is way off. You feel like...
How are you?
He nods.
I honestly don't know. Do you? Because we can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines. Or maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her end. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Classio too. We really should have arrested her, you know? Oh yes, she left 20 minutes prior to the tribe. Turns out it was a bad idea not to arrest her. But maybe it was a...
Who would have figured?
That was our job to find out, wasn't it? Honestly, I just don't know. Our circle... Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible... Absolutely. There's no...
He's made his peace with it. He's had time to do so.
It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around from the war, all completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is that makes that bullet useless. Don't be narcissistic. Have the...
That does make some sense.
I don't know. What? Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to catch everything. We could find thousands more if we wanted.
But they seemed so mysterious.
No need to be melodramatic. I'm afraid we may not be able to locate communism, detective, on account of it. Ideology does not have any...
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
I'm listening. I'm ready to hear what you think about solving crimes now. It really is...
That concussion must be making him dizzy.
I don't think so. Are you ready to limp? It's not ouch time.
Dramine. Then it's not...
Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise...
Isn't that written on your...
It served you well. The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely. Yes, we have also good. Whether you want...
Ballistics. In Clausia's room. Also, it's just close enough to endure the walk.
Let's do that. We can start upstairs in Classio's bedroom. I have not done a thorough sweep after another look at the window. Yes?
No response. He just arches his brow. A moment passes. These papers bear the stamp.
I had Garth open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night. Back there on the plaza, I think you very nearly had a heart attack. Alcoholism. I am sure neither.
Oh, Fortnite.
This window is...
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
The golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a two-hearted spider. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling. The woman is on her back. It's the night of March. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cut ending him. The red thread bisects from the roof outside. Location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back. Ruby ruled this out vehemently. The shot would have been heard from downstairs, where no one heard it. The likelihood of A prime has fallen drastically. The shot had to come from a greater distance. Beyond, maybe if you extrapolate all possible points of origin, the man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization. You would need a map for that. A map.
The bookstore. They have maps. You're thinking, what if the shot didn't come from the roof, right? Good. We should come back with the map and...
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you. You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire. I give credit where credit is due, and that, sir, was a nice shot. I was watching until you hit him. Crawled inside then. Bullets started flying.
He really wants you to realize that he was also on the balcony looking by, in the danger.
I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not. It just felt I needed. Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business. Yeah, I was. Yeah. That's because I'm...
It really took courage. Don't pick at him. He nods back at you. Just two badass men make that three. The lieutenant is nodding too, hands crossed.
I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Ah, them. Nice people, but no. Lena said they were... I'm glad she got out of here before all that. Bullets flying and stuff. People inside were quite terrified, you know. I mean, you're a detective, perhaps...
Exactly, but all in due time.
You'll see her again one day.
Oh, fine, hero cop. Lena left a forwarding address. 1113 Tabernacle Road. No problem.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Seeing you approach.
Crazy motherfucker. Didn't think you had that. That was one hell of a shot. Hell of a shot. The fucks did not expect that. I guess what I'm trying to say here is, thank you for intervening.
His hand is covered in bruises and half plastered. This is big. It's as big of a thank you as Titus Hardy can muster under any circumstances.
Dick Mullen on steroids. Glenn would have...
There's a lump in his throat when he thinks of Glenn, lying on the plaza mosaic, bleeding.
Dio was old. I think he'd be pretty happy with the way he went. But Angus, he was just a stupid kid. Didn't realize.
Here it comes. The last one is the worst one. An honest
And Glenn was my friend. Best I've ever had. I'd love that crazy homo like my own brother. Well, yeah.
Memento mori, or remember that you must die, is a slogan various religious orders have thrown around since the...
Absolutely. Today, I'm going to...
Or you might die of a heart...
Hey, fuck.
I guess I'll take a closer look at our union members. Might even ask Tibbs if he's tired of replacing. Don't know. Don't.
Even after all that hell, he's still bitter about her?
Nope.
He did. He nods and takes another sip of whiskey.
Judging by the sight of you, I'd suggest crawling in.
Yeah. Go pay Monica visiting Janrock. She's got a knack for me.
Hell, you both look like you could...
Thank you for your advice, Eugene, and you too, Alain. I do always...
You're welcome, being a Take care, coppers. You two look after yourselves now. Death passed on you to...
Copo Loco. And normal cop, I guess.
Thanks for getting involved, guys.
And if you ever feel like the uniform is holding you back...
And Titus Hardy himself would make a good officer. That man was born to lead.
I will, Capo. That's a promise.
Take it easy on the drink. The danger has not passed.
Good point, Beano Claude.
Oh, that was epic.
The graffito has been painted over the... This was Cindy the Scar. The lieutenant crouches.
Looks like it, yes. And blood.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable? The fuel oil catches fire immediately with an ominous hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the letters. Black smoke rises. The lieutenant has taken a small step back. The flames warmed him too.
Time to crack this case. Let's really have...
Slowly, the flame...
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. I guess that was cool. Cool, cool, cool. That's just don't think because you got half your dick shot off and you're an invalid now. Kuno doesn't reward weakness. It's business as usual with Kuno.
Feels good for some reason.
Watch out, pig. It's a dangerous world out there. Who knows?
I'll die before I squeak.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Ten-4, come in. Fireworker, over. 10-4, sir. Well, there's been some talk, sir. I hope you're joking, sir. I only meant that there's been some talk in the station, that's all. But then again, some of us truly are on the take. It's unfortunate. Over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
This is Precinct 57.
Something is wrong. Oh, no reply. Oh.
It's been this way for a while now. My guess is the Union is listening in on our conversations. It only happens when someone mentions the attack. The rest is unaffected. Our best bet is to carry on like nothing happened. No more dangerous than stepping between 3 armed mercenaries and 8 Union men. I don't like it either, but you can try calling again. Just don't mention...
Everything sounds okay. In the cabin, you see...
Oh my god! Things have gotten out of hand! I thought the psychic stuff was bad, but the crime! It's even worse! I haven't been able to come to work for 3 days. The shop has been locked. No sales, gangbangers running around. Oh my god! Even the police can't take care of all of this. Just look at that limp. Maybe I should close the bookstore and open a site. I could teach people to protect themselves against bad energies and to fight crime.
Yes, what Martinez really needs is more vigilance.
Exactly. It's a In the meantime, do buy the books. Goodness, you were already doing good. Browsing everything is...
She's attempting to mentally direct you.
Truth be told, but you don't learn about the important things in life. The truth is available if you... Truth be told, but you don't learn about... I provide a The truth is available...
She's smart. A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. The display... This is entirely, completely, mountains of it. Rows and rows, maybe 100. Not even close. Man from Hyomdal, in hell. A twinge at the back of your head make your hand reach. She's laughing at it. Between the throne and the... Especially, it's symbolic of the display rack before you is bird.
It is a best...
Hi, Ace Detective.
Shelves filled to the brim with Shelves full. Browsing suddenly. High speed. Next.
I really...
She understands.
I'm sorry.
This bookstore, amidst the various
Hum, I can't have you end up...
Amidst the point of the various Several maps have been... The maps look up.
Map of Martinez. This could work, maybe.
Officer, discard the thought. For your brave efforts against those thugs, you may have it for free.
This large map, Ozon, disintegrate. In the northeast, you can. Lost 800 of the ocean connection you have. Perhaps they are God. The north to the east, Hudon. It's so. No.
Yep.
Stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
There are types of danger. The one I'm usually concerned with is it calls back to an older era where this was commonplace though. Hiding, gathering themselves. The harbor's in full lockdown, friend. No getting in or out. For the time. No, man.
He says it matter-of-factly.
Time will tell. I'll be okay here, doing lookout. Don't worry about me. I live to alleviate. I'm sure I'll be luckier than you.
This was pretty cool.
The same two neon. According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations. B prime for boardwalk. B 700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper. This would explain why no one heard. 1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. 1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. Then there's the thread the witness left. She did have a first-hand view of the event. Perhaps she found something in the outer reaches of her memory of it. 700 meters away. The likeliest, this would explain why no, it suggests the island in the bay.
She was there that night. She would have known
She had a long time to think about it after.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her? I find that hard to believe. But at this point, what difference does it make? Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the threat seems to... So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
I just haven't gotten a lot of...
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything.
No, there's nothing else. How do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone. Ah, yes, of course.
Hey, it's okay. Nah, the harbor's in complete lockdown. We don't.
He gives you... Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I... This is... Sylvie... Yes. Oh, great. What...
You hear...
Anything else I can help you... 50...
In the cabin. The worn and beaten wood...
You can revisit...
Mon Dieu! You set it on fire. What kind of a policeman are you? That's nice. Better somehow. Can I help in any way?
Officer Harry, what happened?
You're not limping. You're you.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were close.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine.
You didn't only get shot.
Well, good for you. So you're a killer. That's good, I guess. Better than being dead. Hi. Not a lot of our...
She knew you were one when you took her to Land's End.
Of course. Can I help you with something? That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead. I'm sad to hear that. Take care of that with Ether, will you?
Don't get...
That's cool. You boast in your... Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater.
Aye, aye, Captain.
My husband used to drink there.
This must be one of the many fortifications.
The kids sometimes go there too. The twins.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go? Would that be alright?
Be my guest. They've a strange way of... If you promise to bring it back. And no scraping the hull. I just got it nice...
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two.
Aye.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners.
Please be conservative with the fuel.
Our tenant, the policeman. Even I can see. Though I suppose you took the worst of it. Turns out you were your own ill omen. I'm not sure those were the loss of the men with guns.
Then we'll be. The scruffy-haired little boy.
On that island, that's, nothing. It's just a seafall, and we make a fire. Mm-hmm.
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war, but this could be important.
I don't know what those are. They're alive. The fire guy.
Your nerve endings stink. They must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
No. Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Because he asks to put the fire out. I don't know. Yes.
Because he doesn't want to be found. Smoke traces.
I do.
Did you mean there are...
Yes. No, he doesn't live. No, he lives there. Been there twice. He doesn't live there.
Anything else?
I don't know. We ran. Our father. Don't say that. He didn't. I don't know. Doesn't even...
The two things are unconnected. Your question didn't make sense.
There's
Lights. Fire guy. We should check up on...
Hello, mister. Bye.
We're close. True, hard. It's hardcore. Skibbity. Huh?
Hello again. Ouch. When I was 16, I used to date this guy. Anyway, shot.
A skiff. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle. Have you made all the necessary preparation? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this. The skiff floats once you get in. Have you made all the Remember what the net picker said? It's
What? Fine, why not?
Very cool. Now, Sad FM is a radio.
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Eternally. Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last
Come on. This is taking a long time. I don't need to listen to this.
Want to be free.
Not the song to blast on a boombox. Hey guys.
Comes to a slow stop. The loot in the silence. A sputter of let's go. The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the supply depot on the coast.
Ah, yes, so it seems. For bringing munitions to the island, maybe?
As a defensive measure, locking off that side of...
From enemies.
Books and magazines, most are so popular depictions of among.
Some once made themselves a home.
Not that you can tell. Maybe it's a little old-fashioned. There's a new... The print in some of these is pretty small, though. You see a small metal
Another part of the island, probably. Maybe this is one of the doors we...
He's right. It would be better to open its big brother. A powerful engine hangs under the ceiling. It must...
I think there's a console just southeast.
An old cylindrical... The lieutenant...
It's cold now. But downstairs, liquid car, the kind that's favored.
If anyone's... A hollow ring...
I don't know.
That is his idea of a joke. A small agony. Minuscule bones may have fractured, but it proves the point. He nods, approving.
Someone with basic electrical skills has restored it in order to keep the room warm.
The wind outside picks up some... This old cylindrical generator. The heavy metal doors.
Another part of the...
ICM. This feels familiar somehow.
No.
With its horns in the sky.
Insulindian Citizens Militia. It's the official name of the communal.
Sounds an awful lot like.
It does. The RCM may descend. It's impossible to...
Nice political thought. A mediocre athlete would pant from dragging around his body on a busted crutch. But not you. You're thinking about politics with blood dripping down your thigh.
You are in a right-wing police force. Those times are long gone. No, that's the...
A DeLorean heiress.
After 44 years? That's not nearly enough to hide what happened. One of these barrels was still leaking fuel, as you saw. Yes?
A strange feeling, looking at the water, with a bottle in your hand. In the still mirror of the bay, you see Martinez, reflected. Tall edifices of islets and posts, like stepping stones, lead into always. Perhaps there's someone there, where it is all, maybe. Yes, cold and still. But love is warm, like the inside. Oh fuck, yes. Go there in your head. No, we're not starting with that. Not. Green paint flecks the keys rack.
The console of an antique... Possibly.
This device was used to control the electronics. Nothing happens. The dial...
Insular. This is an off-air radio computer.
It's an air-gapped.
We need to restore power before... We should look around outside.
The boat engine.
My kinema. I don't want to do that.
The console stands by. This old cylindrical generator waits. The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
Are you sure? There are things we still need to do here. Yes?
The console is powered off.
Electrical devices do not work without electricity.
This old cylindrical generator waits with its fuel cap open.
I don't know.
That is his idea of a joke. The wind outside picks up some
Downstairs into the liquid carb, the kind that's favored by
If anyone stayed here, they'd need a generator. A hollow ring. Soft covers, serialized, fantastic. There's a greasy old...
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is...
You force the rest of the...
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest.
You face the concrete wall. There's less light there, in the dark corner. You didn't realize how tired you were. The blanket feels cold. You feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slow sleep. Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state turns around to face you. Okay, don't say you need to talk right away, but you don't even want to talk to her. Let her go. This is the Holy Queen of the territories of Mwindi, and
I'm sorry. I was heading to the aerodrome.
she means she doesn't have time to tend to your emotions. She sighs. What are you doing? Stop saying things like that.
Just my scepter, my globe cruciger, a spare oh, this. This is just a wreath.
She looks at silence.
Anyway. No, Harry. It's just regular skin. I'm not as beautiful as you always thought I was. Let's not get into.
She does not. You have to say something.
The poetry thing is not going to help. It's only going to...
I'm sorry. I'm foam. All I can do is foam.
Hey. I mean, hey to you too? Yes. Oh, I mean, I'm going to Morova. To live there, in Grad. No, Harry. We don't have anything to talk about anymore. It's all gone.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try it now. With your feet trembling from the steps you took, tepid and fearful, you stand. She is not kissing you back. This was not about failure or success. This was always going to be horror. Her chest rising, hidden, distant, kept safe from you, feels like the world's most delicate wreath on her hand. Does not distrust, nothing, just apricot scent. The moment is ending. She is going to move her face away from yours. Trying hard not to look at you. When she withdrew, brother, you should put me in front of a firing squad. I have no words for how I failed you.
No, I'm just Dora.
She breathes out heavily, as if something painful has passed through her, and shakes her head. She shakes her head one more time.
No, Harry. Not yet. I'm pregnant. You know what this means? Of course not. I terminated yours. Now, go ahead. Ask me more questions.
No, this has to end. More questions. Ask more.
I don't know what you mean. Dolores Day. Oh, Harry, you shouldn't have done that. Call me like...
You ruined it. There was still a chance. You should have waited longer. She would have called you instead.
Oh, Harry, do you really think so? Months already. Soon it will be years. Every season that passes,
The air gets cold around you. She looks down on her stomach. It's Dora. That's what the voice said on the phone. Dubois, yes. Dora Dubois.
Oh no, no. We're not doing that again. Wasn't I Dolores Day just a second ago? Now I'm the X thing? I haven't even bought the tickets yet.
We all told you. Everyone warned you.
Literally all of you.
I'm glad too, but I have to go. My friends are waiting for me on the platform. I can't let them wait.
She does 1,000 times. In your mind, you could still climb inside her bed.
The morning? I don't understand. Oh my god, Harry, stop. I don't want to hear anything. I can't do that anymore. I'm not 80 years old. Yes, Harry.
A tiny golden watch with red straps around her bony little wrists.
I don't want it. It looks expensive. I don't want. Please don't give me any gifts. We both said a lot of this.
It was her. I can feel it. I can see it in her tender.
As Queen Regnant, I write a lot.
You need to recite it to her. Yeah. She won't get hurt. She'll bend out of the way.
Please, Harry. I just don't. Okay, stop. Yes. Are you happy now? Very well. It was 100 million years ago.
The light of the video rental shines through her dress now. A DeLorean figure, cut in black, moves below. It's still her. Her legs, her breasts, her hips.
It's here, Harry. We are on Voyager Road. There. You could not pay the coolest. With your leather jacket and your boot-cut pants. Smoking. The first and worst time I fell in love. Yes, let's talk about that. It was just a day then, but to think. And my crown of immortality. No, can't you see? I can never think you're cool again. I can only
A cheap rental with mold on the walls and the tap. Nothing will. I've been poisoned.
Is there really anything left? If not, it's not. But I don't know why I said but. There is no but. That's it, yeah.
Where? Stop. You're only making it worse for him. You never help with anything. Oh yes, she'll come around now. Are you? She's about to say something. Her innocence, Dolores. See? I don't understand.
We were bad for each other, okay? I was bad. It just takes some time. But
It's not. It's just not possible. It's like eating rocks. You just can't do it.
yes. It only took me 1 year, maybe 2. Phew. No, Harry. We already tried again.
Is that how it is now? We should just try all good things twice. Not you too.
I don't know. Please. Harry, we can't be together.
She avoids turning them to you. They're turning moist now.
You know what I mean. No, you don't. You've worked there for so long, you can't even talk like a normal person anymore.
Questions? Did someone say questions?
This is another one, isn't it? We're in a tree right now. It's not just the lists or trees or whatever. Other people get sad. In conclusion, you're ill. I have to, Harry. Really, I've already...
Lies, sire. She cannot but love you. She has said so 100 times.
No. That would only be painful and dull. At the aerodrome, life, that was someone else. I betrayed her, overwrote her. I won't see you, but you... Oh, Harry, This is a dream. Can't you see? Right here, tomorrow night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps happening. 3 times a week, at least. And Harry, I'm suffocatingly beautiful. And young. And I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum. Like I did that time when I asked you. Oh yes, this is real darkness. See you tomorrow.
You're up quick. How was your sleep? Okay.
He's still worried. You must have really...
Yes?
The skiff is swaying.
Are you sure?
The heavy metal door.
Another part of the fuel.
The console is powered off and covered in dust. The dial
Insul.
It's an air-gapped system.
Yes? Excuse me? Frankly, detective, you are in a...
The lieutenant thinks you're...
Some you time? This is a police Please do.
The lieutenant... Is it not?
Excuse me? Frankly, detective...
The lieutenant thinks you're some...
Except that I do. Some you time?
A moment, Pop. This old cylindrical generator waits with its fuel cap. The greasy old spring.
Maybe it's better to get back to the mainland. Rest there. Yes, anytime. If you...
You don't have to. The heavy metal doors. There's a rain-soaked mattress on a concrete slab, only half covered.
This looks like a good place to aim from.
There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window. The springs screech as you lean on the mattress. Trepidation. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a tiny... The red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the Whirling-in Rag. A towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. The box-shaped silhouette of the Whirling-in Rags. Its sloped roof, a tiny fleck of light.
What does that mean? Do you have line of sight to the window? I can see it, through the scope of a rifle. The shooter would be prone, lying on a...
Cheek against the cheek rest, hand on the hair trigger, on a calm day.
Good. I think we have it, Detective. The origin of the shot. This is the sniper's...
Affirmative.
Why? We don't go everywhere in a 1,000-meter radius of the crime scene. That's not procedure. Don't beat yourself up, officer. We did not put guns in their hand.
The lieutenant pauses. Regret comes up.
We will make up for it. Here. Where?
He does not answer, just nods. He feels
We should move now.
a single-person mattress and an empty can of beans on the ground next to it. The silhouette of a tobacco picker adorns the paper film. Contemporary Revacholians prefer Druan, a local blend from the southern islands, or
Could be a coincidence. Or the same. I didn't see any signs of.
this old. The lieutenant, as there's a the recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters like.
That should do it.
A dim golden glow.
It's on.
Automatic boot. The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in.
All right.
A sudden wave of anxiety.
After you. So did I. Not back there, but I felt it since we came here. I don't know. Don't be. I have a gun.
Harry, this reminds you. You're out of bullets.
Then it's extra good that mine is not.
An old man, wearing tracksuit trousers, leans on the frame stock of his rifle, then spits it out into the extinguished fire before him, unclouded by cataracts. His eyesight is sharp.
The what now? I can't hear you. I may have all sorts of little...
The position?
Fire guy. Regressive bourgeoisie henchman. Can't even talk like a grown-up. My eyesight?
A shudder of disgust.
I did. And you opened it. How? I should have burned that console down. Reactionary rock and roll music.
playing on the water.
Told you we shouldn't play sad FM.
Sad FM, huh? I always hated that station. The fascists were right about rock and roll. It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. But it gets it's a triangle.
Southeast Samaran made. Exotic. Must.
A Samaran rifle.
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Signal.
It has stayed true to him. He can still make it sing.
Yes, I bet you've killed. Have you come to make me?
His right eye twitches. With what?
We have come to ask you questions, nothing more. If you do not comply, we will take...
The danger levels here are hard to read. One moment he's a fight.
You heard me. It's good now, like chalk.
He's right. Almost no one remembers there was a third metastasis of the...
They wouldn't like it.
The time will come to win his trust, comrade. It is not now. You need to take care of the gun first. The lieutenant pulls his pistol.
You are a glorified night watchman. This is a service rifle. I can only lay it down before an enemy commander of corresponding rank.
It's a good line, but your voice slips on, Commander, producing a little...
A big-time operator of the pederast army. How about I keep it, huh? Hand it over to...
The lieutenant aims his pistol square.
Put it down now.
Or you're gonna blow my brains out before you question me. It's out of bullets.
Like an amputated limb in the sand, he stares on, his wrinkled mouth moving without a sound. A strain.
The future.
The present.
The present to be afraid. Cold.
His gaze follows your motions. The rifle feels still warm from his parched hands. Not the metal. The metal is ice cold. This weapon has been modified several times.
I wonder how...
The old man does the rifles in a shabby state. Like on the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burnt into the wood. Triangon, 4.46mm, made in Signal.
The right type and the right calibre.
He's liking this.
No one said it has to be a Belmagrave.
From ballistics, it could easily have been...
It doesn't matter if it was made in Shantishan.
The old man keeps following your motion. Some kind of involuntary response? This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used against him to get a confession. In time. No reply. You went in too fast. Overeat. You need to contextualize it for him first. Turn the key elsewhere. The lock is here. It's here.
Real music.
Marching song.
There you go. In Grad. How did it... Something...
He waves it. It was dear to him.
My name is Joseph. I am a deserter.
The commune of Rebachol?
From the I left my...
51 minus 8 equals 43.
No. I was an resurrection until they turned it into a... I was just 16 years old. You could say the second for reaction to take hold. You haven't seen it. The face of...
And this was... when?
May the 13th. Oh, the combined... Huddled on the... I ran airships. They'd all drowned in the lower level. And then you... That the bourgeois are not human. I had to. I had 43 years and 10 months. It's not how a human...
What have you been doing during...
Hiding. Always waiting for her to return.
Her who?
Girl child. Revolution. Always. The material base, the historic
What has he done? Perhaps a confession will lighten the load.
What can I do? What is there? It was hard.
There were posts.
We communal and others too, at night.
In the city, you moved
from bunker to bunker. Not anymore. The propaganda bunker.
Propaganda.
They stored leaflets. A lot of our boys did. I don't want to.
He does not want to see life moving on.
I do. They're good. Plenty of tar. I like that.
The old man looks across the water, at the city, the ruins, the motor.
It's not an island. The congenital coalition. Death blow. You're one of them. Tell me, who speaks like that? We had 50 million people on Caillou alone. Iblis. The black-eyed angel. How does anyone survive?
Now hold on there.
Supplies.
How is your health?
I've been throwing up blood since...
He does seem frail.
The RCM can provide medical service.
I need to die. You don't have medical facilities?
We also have Druamine.
I have been running out of that stuff. There's nothing to... I haven't. I don't even know what. Inferno?
I would imagine it gets tremendously difficult.
Traitors. It's did.
Are they not heartbroken? How could they have moved on?
You're with the RCM. The coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol. Rock and roll posturing. You'll take me...
A spray of blood from his mouth on the black...
No, I am not a soldier. Trained in historical materialism.
He nods slowly. Then another tremor.
No, you're not. You're part of the meat shield.
Detective, we have not come here to discuss ideas. We have come to ask questions.
The old man spits, and there's definitely something off.
There's nothing serious in this world. It's a farce.
What strikes you about this gaunt man is not the stomach pain, or the cough, or the malnutrition. Indeed, he speaks fluidly. His movements are rapid, if erratic. His voice, it's a mystery. This animation comes at a cost too. You've seen demented people before. This feels similar. Is it some kind of substance damage? Like he's addicted to something? Not...
No. I won't be stuffed full of...
You said you take painkillers.
I take them to cope with pain. The people of this city use painkillers.
Are you sure about him being lucid? Maybe he's... It's not a downer, rather an upper, judging by his snaps.
Like some kind of decadent rock star. I don't know what that is. No, I'm not okay. I shit blood.
There it is again. Erratic hand motions. Bouts of... Could it be a symptom of overdosing on something?
What have I used it for?
Here we go. A tray.
Killing people?
It's a gun. That's what they're for. I've used it.
Interesting. During or...
There is no after the war.
So he's continued killing after. This is it. You can feel it, like battery acid on the tip of your tongue. This is what you live. The great the solution. Go in straight. No. Be careful now. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
What did I just say?
What did I just tell you? Don't drop the ball now.
I don't want to.
And why did you think that was a good idea? Don't listen to me.
The who now?
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it again. This is dramatic flair on his part. Right choice. We're in. Do it, sire.
Oh, yes. That one.
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the commune of Revachol.
Exhaust him with proof. The gun. The scent of blood. Something about the tracks. Suddenly, all those tracks are so confusing. Go with something else first.
You're lost, Dwat. You're lost. Petty bourgeois.
A drop of blood. Tear into him again. Pile it on him.
Stupid.
The lieutenant looks at you. Not this, he seems to say. Anything but this.
Matter does not behave in such a way. Your brain is rotting.
He does not answer the provocation. It does not. Yeah, this just didn't. But still, somehow you knew it was a communist. Perhaps you suspected it. The vision was you remembering that. Was it supposed to? The inland sea is dark, vast.
Standing there, slack-jawed, brain festering.
Not a lot of guns around that.
It's a real gun. Not like your little... You look like it.
Damn, he saw you. He's watched it happen. So he saw you. Okay. So what? Don't let it divert you.
You didn't handle anything. I watched it happen. None of those people mean anything.
You're getting diverted. Pushed.
So you watched the fight. Did you like what you saw? The mayhem.
You don't know anything.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it? 4.46 jacketed ammunition. Good. This feels good, doesn't it? Tearing things up like this, when you have the murder weapon.
Murder.
This pushed him, but not enough. Just that
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence.
You had direct visibility. They are embrace you. You've been here a long time, Mr. Dross.
I'm ready to die.
He's practically admitting to it. Dead fascists for fascists. Done.
Because it's a sniper's nest, you stupid fuck. Radio.
Almost. He almost burst. Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. The dried Maybells on Clausia's roof. There were Maybells in the grass when you got here. And Maybells on... Wait, don't forget the footprints. The diagonal prints in the dust in the secret space behind Clausia's bedroom. You got it. Remember? The boot... Maybe don't beat yourself anymore, though. You're not immortal.
Damn Maybells.
He seems tender suddenly.
So many this year, too. The spring is coming. Classier. With the victim.
There is a small tremble. Looks like a smile. Don't leave any loose ends. Get
Everything is brands with you.
Show me the souls.
Fucking it.
The maker is called a sensory. These are not the unusual.
The size fits, but not the soul.
Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them right now.
Racking those brains, are you? Desperate to...
The lieutenant gives you a quick sideways. The prints were his. You can see it in those eyes. The old man stared.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer. Dripping with blood. Beating us to the ground. Moaning with... Got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes.
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
Oh, the inhumanity.
The lieutenant raises. Hush. He does not need to be pushed in. While the lieutenant listens, holding his breath.
I had them in my sights. Both of them. I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning, and so they did.
Mr. Dross, are you aware you're confessing to murder?
Yes.
And you were looking at Dan, the victim and a young woman, having sex? Through the scope of your rifle that night?
The old man.
Why?
Because that's what they were doing.
The motive. This is where you can coax it out of him.
I don't understand. Do you, detective? I don't understand it.
I'm always looking.
Are you always looking through the scope of a rifle?
A rifle scope
helps him see all the...
And if you don't like...
Click.
Then you pull the
Yes.
He will not stop now. These dialectical materialists, you got him going. Connect every little piece. Start with when he first saw him. It will give him a chance to ramble.
Them. Fucking. I did. Jealousy is a reactionary concept. And that's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head. Now that I think of it, I wasn't aiming for his mouth. I wanted his brain.
This man has seen past her, and now to punish her.
Since she came to Martinez,
past the fell building on the coast?
Hiding something in the water.
And beautiful.
That.
How could you see what she looked like?
The sun came up. Her hair was like cobweb. Her passport and tickets to Villiers.
In the free state of Seminine.
After she was gone.
Did you keep what was in it?
No. Why would I?
This implies that he's thought about extorting her. Also, a little inconsistency here. He was surprised to hear her name Clausia before. Would he not have seen it on the documents?
It didn't say Clausia in there. It was something. I don't... Why would I need that?
A strange confusion comes over him from time to time.
I did. She had a... I could see who she was, too. A spook. On the run. Revachal's the cloaca of capital now.
You could tell she was a spook? From...
She had different color hair on.
He's setting it up. The bruises. You can't make that out.
You can't see bruises through a scope. It's just a blur.
It quickly comes to you.
Oh, yes. Cutting those drugs of hers into little lines.
Everything in him fills with impossible longing.
Did you make that hole?
With a clip-point knife. Like that, too. Yes. Bending like a bow against the glass. I've been through all of Martinez. Yes, that, too. The things they did in that little room. What she'd do to feel. You turn it on inside, and it gets so dark.
Those two took. You hear the familiar scribble. One more loose end down.
How did you get in there? The hidden pin.
I can just walk in there now after a good wash. I told you, they think I'm an antisocial. Closing hours.
You had to open the steel door?
I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there. I don't know, 15 years ago. He left spare...
Andy found use for it. A spare key, like the one hanging...
There's...
The coals of his eyes glistened suddenly.
Man needs to feel something else. In this fight, it helps if you have your eye on something there. No. I don't really know. I was there one night and she was crying, like a child, in the corner of her room, the day after I killed him. Yes, I don't know why I do the things I do anymore. Maybe
a sudden pang of...
If you came 10 years ago...
In the silence, the lieutenant drew one more down.
She practically breastfed that man. You wouldn't be...
You stare at them too. In your mind, see you tomorrow, Harry. Her voice rings in the evening air. Burning.
Made a little love nest up there. Sweat.
A red-haired woman? Ruby.
That kind of thing is fine by the party. So is fine by him.
Seems like the answer was yes.
Her.
The lieutenant. That's it.
Where is she? That Clasier. I haven't seen her there for days. Gone. I knew it. She kept staring at... She'd look. At night. Cry.
He knew she knows. She was looking at the island.
We could get more. We've got him.
Who knows what he sees? You could get more out of him. Enough. Take him in.
3 weeks ago.
Joyce. He means Joyce.
Wrinkled up whore. Black sexual. So don't...
Some strange glandular process and angered.
They moved into a I've seen that. Barely. I could see they've returned now. A tragic comedy.
A strange little... The familiar put, put, put of hatred.
Imbeciles.
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
This terror is the sum of all the uncontrollable...
Your Wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be given legal consent. Do you...
But... No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He's sweating. Pupils are dilated too.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat. Not really. We could escort him to the pier, then either one of us...
But then, who watches him while you're coming back here?
You come back for me? How about I go and send...
What is this farce?
Lillian. You could ask her, maybe. You thought you heard something.
Maybe we could all fit in there. Actually, no. This is no harmless old man.
This fucking world.
No, listen. Listen now.
No, no, it would take a whole day on this island. You go and transport the prisoner. I'll be here. I can escort him to the pier with you.
This world? What are you talking about?
The wind is cold. Your skin is crawling suddenly. A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb, to then just...
What are you talking about? There's nothing there.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight. You feel your legs shaking under you, and your gun hand move to your holster to grab the gun.
Tell me what you see, damn it. I can't make out one small...
I can see it.
4 simple words, thank God. If he could, but that means it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute...
Be very, very careful.
What is it? What do you want from...
Something is very wrong with him now. Nothing. There is nothing.
Yes?
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging. The segmented antennae move with apprehension. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms,
it is.
You glance over your shoulder. The lieutenant holds a piece. No! The flash will scare the creature off. Warn him now.
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
From the corner of your eye, I am not palatable. Do not eat me. I am afraid.
I won't be one of those fools who didn't take a picture.
You see the phasmid turn to him, its mandible antennae reaching out.
I don't think the pheromone will do anything.
The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you, its antennae taking their measure of the air. Slowly. Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward the... Like laughter, a salt sweat drips from your brow. The tracheal system on the creature's abdomen. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin. No reply. A total ancients. You were right. Little bubbles form.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel, as the insect moves its...
Okay.
There is no change in the insect's mode.
In 3. If it...
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword.
I got it.
The antennae hang. The sensation is... It is surprising. Looks like someone's got hurt enough.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
Feels like nothing. The arthropod, it tastes like sugar, odorless, mostly comprised of the limb. Warning! A sudden shiver passes the limb. Look, some sort of countdown. Another shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record.
I exist. Yes. I do not have a starter display, so I use a neurodegenerative element to aid in camouflage.
The deserter. He's been here for a long time.
No, you're awake. I am real. I am an unknown species. species of the order
It may have unknown, dangerous biochemical.
No one unnoticed by the first. I have stayed here in. Tell me what it's like for you. Then I will tell you what it's like for me. Fire? Where? I do not have fire inside me. Now, I will tell you what it's like for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images. A kind of darkness being intruded upon. Shapes of plants and animals. I am at the end of a narrow funnel. Weightless. So light, it only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul. And if I did, it would never burn. Few of us can begin to imagine the horror of you. With all of creation, even when you're sleeping. And when you wake, you carry it around on your neck. With eyes, so that must be incredibly hard. And when you fall, we will come to raise you up. But
Detective. Arriving.
so am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect? Yes. No one detected me for such a long time. For thousands. No one believed I exist. Almost no one. Not even the birds know that. Not even the watch. I think we should eat it. If it's a leaf, you can put it in your mouth. Or read. Yum yum.
Wait, so
Yes, they don't mind. Yes, I once cloned myself and ate the little ones. It was winter, and I won't. No, you are. The moral of our encounter is, I am a relatively medium life form, while it is you. The pale too came with you. No one remembers it before you. And it is a nervous shadow cast into the world by you, eating away at reality. You're a violent and irrepressible miracle. The vacuum of cosmos and the stars burning in it are afraid of you. We suspect it would be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out
instead of air, you exhale thoughts. There are
everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if you misplace us all one day, or just forget? Please, do not do that again. So it is already happening. Soon, one of you will close your eyes and open.
It doesn't look like that, no. You're just staring at it. Okay. Is it somehow related to the case? I think you should back away from the unstudied species now.
No, there is one more. Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you. That woman, turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. Do it for the world. You cannot lie to me. Behind you, it smells of fires. So awfully far you were prepared to go in her presence. And she was middle class. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
Maybe it is real, the pheromone.
the insect's head, breathing you in. You're sour. The insect stops its stridulate. Suddenly, no, stop. Be afraid. As you do, praying to you. Unwittingly, the insect continues its streak. Perhaps it is preparing to. As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface. And just like that, it's gone. And something under it. In the place it stood.
It's gone. Looks like a nest of some sort. We should have it. Apparently, yes. Like a...
What now?
In some kind of strain.
Our suspect is not looking so good.
The worn map features your finger finally.
For more detailed view of
The edges of the pages, the jacket copy, he is ambushed. You open his arms, it calls out to you. This is the spirit of revolution. Berserker rage, but man from Hyamda, the steel muscles of man from a passage. I have grand plans for you, man from Hyamda, in the to find out what happened. This passport, issued by the Sovereign Republic of Orania.
Classia's hidden documents. From the empty boy.
It's Clausia, with short black hair and glasses.
Maybe our man, Mr. Dross, took it from Classia's, or whatever her name was. Hiding place, or... Like a magpie? What a coincidence. Then it would also have...
By now, the lieutenant has accepted your unusual method.
She said it would be for Anouk Meyers.
Katarzyna Alazia was supposed to be her real name. I told you she kept lying to you. She's probably lying to someone else right now. In another city.
No, she lied to us. Her so-called real name was not her real name. Somehow she's managed to lie to us about that too. I don't know. But it's not Katarzyna Alasia, or Clasia, or... Perhaps it's better that we didn't arrest...
What is it? What do you want to see?
Mr. Dross?
The man does not respond, like an addict of some terrible substance. A light shiver.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news...
The trembling mouth.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here.
He stares into the reeds. No reaction.
Did you take this passport and other papers? He hears us.
No reply.
Try something else? We got...
The plastic cake. The strength as all...
Old age and shock. Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the phasmid. The combined stress.
But there's much more. Quite a few things about that health check you did on him make sense now.
Told you? Yes, good. During your long staring match, I understand. Like a drug? His pupils appear to be dilated. They still are. That could be part of the shock. But you're right.
No response.
Then how did we see it? Oh, you mean, whatever does this, does it over time? Teenagers, kids, drunks, sightings are brief, and hence not credible. But then... Mr. Dross, have you ever... The doctors will have to look at this. I hope he was energetic and articulate. It does not seem to be animated now it's left. Honestly, I'm ready to believe it. I mean, why not? He did seem distressed when I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this.
No one would believe you.
We should think about getting back to the main...
The old man stares at the reeds. His... The skiff is swaying on the...
Let's. We are done here.
Hey. Yeah, sure. And I don't know who it is. So either I have
skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful, but for the sound of conversation on the water. There is 2 men and a woman stand on the concrete square of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Look what the tide brought in.
Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just... This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you. That's right. And you're bleeding. Bothered by it. Harry, you look like you need a fucking organ transplant. Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that.
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstam. I believe we've met on several occasions.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean Vicomar. And this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heilerstam, Battle Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island. We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is what...
This is the horse-faced woman. I don't know why you named her that, but it was beyond idiotic.
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say?
Shit, kid. What an interesting moniker.
It's okay. I didn't come here to gloat or to fool you. Neither...
That's right. Worried. I'm always worried about you. Every time you don't show up to... You're a worry fest. She's worried about you. I'm worried about you. Even Special Consultant Backpedal is worried about you. Everyone worries. Instead of working. Yeah. Major Crimes Unit. Under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells? Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude.
I'm technically just...
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show. Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is other people...
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde and partial to...
See? There. He's getting it. I was impersonating him. Look at me, I'm G. Bevy. It was going to be funny, but then you really did have brain damage. So...
He sincerely thought it was going to be amusing. For both of you.
Do? It's a Major Crimes Unit. We clear the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry. Because of...
The 41st isn't...
Yes, I'm Trent Heilerstam. I never said I wasn't Trent Heilerstam. What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories.
He's here to see if you're insane. He is smart. Let's move on. The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went. Speaking of which, the giant hieroglyph in front of the building. The one that's burning. Did you do that? I know it. Didn't I tell you, Trant? I told you it.
The line is from Luciatun's Mirova 82, isn't it?
He is correct. It would.
Don't encourage him, Trant.
Okay.
You, shit kid.
Maybe you've deserved it.
Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory, and it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less.
He was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
I'm clinically depressed, Harry. Sorry if I wasn't in the mood to batter you up after you told us to fuck off. Had what coming? Not recognizing people you work with every day. Brain damage. Duped. Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk and you won't be duped so easily.
Yes, I'm still Kinkisuragi. Still a lieutenant.
Still caught up in this crossfire, too.
Where have we been? We've been fucking off as far as I remember. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die. Here we go. Alcoholic delirium. Visions. Almost paid. The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant.
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but...
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of...
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
You think I'm so poor I lost my...
He is. He's getting better. And I can confirm.
I believe he drank. People do that, especially this one. What they don't do is forget their whole life because of...
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before. Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders.
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful. The two cases in your ledger. The unsolved... Those cases were hard.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this... Look at the ruins, the neon, listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people, hardwired to the free market.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work?
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
I don't. I don't want to be in your unit.
No, Harry. Fuck you. You already fucked us. I've already explained this shit to Price twice. To Berdiaeva.
They can keep that pension. You're rock solid. You can put your clothes on hard.
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here. No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry? Ah, so refreshing. He just admits it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic. And not today, badge.
And your gun?
As if having your badge and gun are natural. What is it with all these material objects?
Upgraded it. I don't care about your weapon mania, Harry. I only care about your official sidearm, which you lost. He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone. You were never supposed to lose it in the first place. Not lost is your gun's natural state, you drunk bum. We're not talking about the fucking gun anymore. We're talking about the vaporized cloud of ethanol coming from your mouth. So you forgot to drink? I don't buy it.
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
A bit of a week? You're drunk, and you let a suspect escape. A certain Clasier.
We've read the report, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
Oh well, if she was nice. I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect. Or the fact that you're Everclear's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. That's small time still, compared to the 7 people who were gunned down. The streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company he did so at considerable risk to his person. Remember, he was shot. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been. Wait. It's better if I...
It's so much better if he does this.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you've spent the week with him. On this...
On the case?
On Lieutenant Yefretor Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the lost gun, also losing his badge. That's all true.
The man sighs.
Then there's the superstardom. He likes to, from time to time, allude to being a superstar law official. It's worrying, especially considering his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a Mazovian socio-economist.
You should yell something.
The RCM consists of policemen of the state that is, so a little discrepancy there. Other still, he is also a full-blown fascist, an ultra-nationalist, woman-hater, and more than a little racist. How he reconciles these 2 points of view, and then there's the motor carriage in the sea, and the drugs, of course. He can talk human beings into telling him anything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped working on the case. He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke. Which, by the way, I have to disagree with you, Mr.
Okay, he did something.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other... a colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the...
He takes out the photo. You hear gasps beneath the
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
Fucking hell. Is this somehow connected to the case?
Detective? The old man was not aware of the Phasmid's presence, exhibiting...
So it is...
I must say, this is absolutely...
Yes. It really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
Yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk.
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry.
Still, good work with the miss...
Lilianovich. A revolutionary... The custom start... This man's mom...
So, it is what a soldier of the...
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory.
Of course, excuse me, I just...
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
Possibly induced. But even without that, this man spent 50 years on the islands in the bay. Also, we have a sniper's nest with full view of the room in which the mercenary died, right on the island, and 2 officers.
It's a clean window.
Oh, it's way, way more.
Get over yourself. You're not a perfectionist. You're a cop and you did a good job. And none of this can hide the smell of booze on the wind.
God damn it. It is bad. Chin up. Keep focusing on the positives here.
I don't know what a doomed commercial area is. Why? That's not what you were...
There was a possible witness in there, and it was close to the crime scene. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising.
Of course. Call it community.
Dodged the bullet there. For a moment it seemed like...
Female?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of...
Incredible.
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such...
Bowers are built by males of the species who can't afford colorful mating displays physically.
Of course, as I said, I'm only guessing. I didn't see it. Yes. There are species of...
Nothing is off the table. But I want to stress this. The find does not have...
Of course, Lieutenant. Of course. We should treat the case and the Phasmid as completely separate from it.
They're not going to go for this speculation in the constab...
As in cloning itself? What makes you think so? Then it wouldn't matter if it's male or female. The Bower would...
That makes sense.
Very interesting.
In his mind, he's already planning a nature reserve.
Yes, but also reed-colored, beige and brown.
Incredible. The PR value of this is
This would really help with some of the.
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news.
Without it,
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still.
who's Kuno?
You don't want to.
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't. You snorted the drugs, I know you did. It's I don't want to, but you discovered a new species. So I have to. Jude.
Honestly, anything that ends this trial is okay with me.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is.
Okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken.
Now you will finally. The man looks westward, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
No. You're too unstable to work for my boss. You're suicide.
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a.
He would immediately backpedal out of it. I told you it's not that bad.
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report. Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate. Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of two captains with my doom. Work with Price? I'm flattered, but...
Would fit in. And crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence. This truly came as a surprise to him.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if...
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to.
I do like the sound of that.
He's really considering it.
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you up.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the...
Dubois? It was Dora Engelund, I think. You've said her name, but you weren't married. You were engaged. No one is married anymore. This is Revachol. God, I don't know. 6 years.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah. Or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals incredibly bangable. Extremely fuckable, Harry. Gorgeous.
Snow, heartbreak, pain.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with...
Look, the sun is going down.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Who are you? You're a gym teacher. Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore.
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
No, a regular one.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the shot put, your inexplicable facial hair. The fact that you don't seem to know what homosexuality is, and how you're able...
Also, this guy. And this guy too. God, even this javelin throwing freak here.
Of course. Contact Mike.
He's been on about Mike again. I hate that guy. Oh, you don't say. Does he also vault an impassable gulf of finance and privilege?
It is getting cold out.
In your 20s or late 20s, you've really... Yes, you towed Jim in Corn. I believe that's the term.
The smell of Kuro is just east of Jamrock.
High school.
His smirk suggests barely contained laughter.
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach Jim. She, leaving for the academy with us.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You're just understaffed. And everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big. Which is why we need to...
Get back to it. We left Torsen and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers.
There's also a lot of outside help involved. Not only me. Other losers too.
He's anything but a loser.
Mac the Torso Torsen and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing.
They are damn iconic.
Yeah, not like...
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price.
He's one of the most highly regarded men.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory, shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys. Police captain, but they speak of change. The city, the tension on the streets. They speak...
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have...
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be...
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have to wait for it to go up. Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with grind...
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershore. Phobo.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you.
Thank you again, Lieutenant. Who is...
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in...
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near...
Fine. If we're gonna...
She and her husband were conducting the search for... They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver...
She is going to be over. Watch out, or she'll faint.
Good.
Fuck it. Let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute...
Under the evening sky, the great district turns on its lights. A chessboard of wooden houses. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorites. Torsen? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the people. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back?
just beat Disco Elysium.